Okay, we're going? Cool, alright, so this is going to be Grow Heathrow's video on how to make lactobacillus. We've got a previous one about this, but it's a slightly updated version because there's a couple of ways to do it now. So there's going to be two videos, one how to actually make lactobacillus, and two how to use it. So the introduction in a way. This is the easiest way. This is basically a jar full of leaf matter, like any old leaf matter from forest, and then you just add a spoonful of molasses. You can see the black gunky stuff on top there, and then you put the lid on and you wait 2 weeks, and at the end of the 2 weeks you get like a sweet fermenty smell, kind of yeasty smell. That's the lactobacillus, because they do fermentation. So give that 2 weeks and then transfer it to a large container of sawdust, wait another 2 weeks, and then you've got a container of sawdust that's full of lactobacillus, which you can then use to ferment human waste or kitchen waste, all sorts of stuff. So that's the easiest way of doing it. That you can do pretty much for free. You have to have molasses. It needs to be molasses, not sugar. Molasses or treacle. A different way to do it, if you have access to lots of old milk. Again, it's a two-stage process. This is rice wash water. Basically, when you wash rice, you just collect the liquid that comes off, because there's a lot of carbohydrates left in the liquid. You can see the rice in the bottom there as well. You leave it like this, like open to the air, because there's lactobacillus just floating around in the air. And again, just wait 2 weeks, and then the lactobacillus that exist in the air will like start feeding on the carbohydrates, and you end up after 2 weeks with something that looks a bit like this. And then you take this and take, say it's half the jar, you take 10 times the amount of milk and put it with this. So for example, if it's half a litre of this stuff, then you put in 5 litres of milk into something like this, where again you've got a sealed environment-ish, and again after a couple of weeks you end up with something that looks like this. This is just all the old milk, like curds and whey. I'm not sure it's from cheese making, but the liquid under there, that generally gets referred to as lactobacillus serum. It's just an extremely rich source of lactobacillus bacteria. You can even drink that stuff and it's good for your gut health. So you can just use the serum directly, like you basically siphon it out of here into another container, so you get rid of all the gunk and you end up with this liquid that's just full of lactobacillus. So you can use that directly, or another way to do it, a little bit like the leaf matter. This is a jar just of sawdust, and you just add a spoonful or two of the lactobacillus serum to this. Again, wait 2 weeks, and then yeah, you get like a nice fermenty smell from this again. And again, then you just take this after the 2 weeks and you've got the nice smell, put it in a bigger container of sawdust, give it another 2 weeks, and then you've got a jar, container, barrel, whatever, full of sawdust and lactobacillus, which you can then use to ferment things. Yeah, so that's it basically for the introductory one. We'll do another video now of how to actually apply it and see how it works, because it's fantastic as a kind of a composting technique. It's like 10 times faster than your traditional compost heap. So now we'll show you on the next video composting human waste and composting kitchen waste.